always, if you will any language, C, C++, any language, it would be showing a certain code which would be already written. So you just need to specify the logic or the function which is to be called, and the calling code is already been written here. You just need to specify the function or the required to which will be followed. So since I was doing in Python, so I will take Python. So you can do in any language as you wish. So that function. So we will just code it. So we need a three lists, A, B, and C. We need. So since in such compilers, so, these sets are already predefined, already defined in the backcode itself. So we just need to call them. So we will be doing A equal to list. We just sort them because we need a sorted one. Because if it's like unsorted thing, we would be it would be hard for us to calculate. So we will be just sorting it. Sorted set A. So since it's in hacker rank, we don't need to complete, like we don't one bracket itself, it's enough. For the rest, it automatically comes. So we have called A. The same way we will be calling B and C also. So I won't be typing it. I will just it. Let's change the variables. A, B. Okay, in this portion we just call those things, and we are now creating a new variable, that is AI. AI, we are just specifying the for the length of the or each elements we are taking it, and we are initializing it as 0. Now, why I'm using Python is because we just don't need to get semicolons in each lines. Many things which we don't need in Python is there. So that's why I'm just using Python. So now we will initialize bi equal to 0, and ci equal to 0. Now, these are the array elements. Now, we need the answer to be print somewhere. So, the answer, I'm taking the name of the variable as answer itself. So, we are initializing it also as 0 for now. And then, then what we need to do is we will take a condition. Now, this is the initialization thing and the declaration things which we did now. Now, our logic comes. Now, our thing comes is we will be using a while loop, while condition here. So, while bi is less than n of we are just checking if the length of, if bi, the value of bi is less than the length of, or the actual number of, the number is already specified, the number of b, the elements of b, the length of b, if it's less than, then it would be going to another loop, that is while bi less than then A. We are doing this because we need to see if it's like if a number bi goes to the value which is greater than the number of the length of the array, it should not be running. So that's why we are just doing. And we need to see is if a of ai means a of AI, that is the element, means the element of AI is less than equal to B of BI, because it's specified to us that the Q, that the variable, the element from B array should be greater than the element which we are taking from A. So for that we did this line of code, and we will be seeing that A of I, we will be just doing if it's true that A of I plus plus equal to 1. So now there would be doubts like, why is this done? So I will be just explaining you the thing. The thing is that we have an array of A equal to 1, 2, 1, 3, 3 and 5. So, and 2 and 3, 3, and C equals 1, 2 and 3. Okay, this is according to the sample I'm saying. So what we need to do is we need to find check if we need to find the triplets. So when we find the triplets, what goes is we need to check if bi is the each element, like this portion. This is 0, 1. It is the bi. These single elements of B of array B is bi, and single elements these elements of A is ai, and elements of C is ci. So when it's like in the code, we have to just check that. So what we are currently doing is that we need the number. We don't need to print each and every triplets which are there in the we just need to print the what? We just need to print the maximum or the number of triplets which could be formed. Only we need to find the number. So because just we need to find the numbers, we are just going to take the sum of the things. For that, we are using this thing like this, and then we need to check one thing more about C. If while Ci is less than 10 of C and C of Ci is less than equal to B of Bi. Okay, and if it's less than, then Ci's value is to be incremented by 1. Okay, after incrementing, what we need to do is we need to get this values into our answer thing, because the answer which it is to be printed, which is to be printed, is initialized as 0. Currently there are 0 triplets, so we need to update it. So for updation, we will be doing answer equal to answer. We are going to do that initial value which is there, we are just adding into it, because after each iteration or after each loop, after when this loop gets false, it would be updating here. So then it would be after this it would be going to this loop, and when it would be going to this loop, then we need the old answer also. That's why we are just updating the thing. We are just plus equal to plus equal to will be doing that from the value which is there in answer, it would be adding the current result. We would be doing that AI into CI, and I would be explaining this how it comes BI, and then we will be incrementing the value of BI plus by 1. We would be incrementing the value of BI. And after this, okay, after this, what we need to do is we will just, after all the iterations are complete, we need to return that. Return answer. So now there would be doubts like how this would be working and how it would be going. I would be explaining that. It would be like, yeah. So these are the arrays which we have. So if the condition is BI is less than length of B. Okay. Okay. We are first checking that. So BI at present is BI. At present, it was 0. And B's length is 2. B's length is 2. So it's true. Our first condition is true. So it will be going for the next thing, that is AI equal to 0. Means it will be checking AI less than, right? Less than A, the length of A. So initially the value of AI equal to 0 and A is 3. Okay. The same will go for and if, since it's true, so it will be going on that it would be count this number, take this number, and it will be like 1, then this number, it's 2. So that's it's true. Since the condition is true, a value would be added to AI. AI's number would be incremented by 1. It's incremented by 1. AI's value is incremented. Then the second loop is we will be checking CI less than C. If CI is less than C, then CI's value is 0. C's value is 3. So it's true. Since it's true, and we are checking one more thing. If B is, yeah, I just skipped it in the thing. I just forgot. Sorry. In A also we will be checking, like if B, the element of B of BI is greater than A of AI. Since it was greater, then only if it's not greater, we won't be doing that. Then for the C also, we will be checking that. So 2 is greater than 1. So we can take it. So this would be the triplet, and the C's value, CI, would be incremented by 1. Okay. Then that would be done. Once that would be done, since A's value, since it is an iteration that's going on, so it would be going to C only when the A's condition, since it's an iteration, like this condition would end only when this condition would become false. Either this condition or this condition would become false. Only then it would be going to this one loop. So in the first condition, it was true. Now we will be seeing the second thing. If A's value is AI's value is incremented by 1, so AI's value becomes 1. Then we will be checking this condition again, And when we'll be checking the condition, the AI's value will become 1. And AI's value becomes 1 and A value, A's length is 3. And it's true, then we will be checking that A of AI is less than B of BI. So A of AI, that is 1. 1 is 3. 3's value is less than 2. It's false. Since it's false, then only because it's false, that time we will be going to C. Okay. Now in the C thing, we just incremented the value. I just told it before itself. So when we incremented the value, what happened? Ci's value becomes 1. Then we will be checking again the condition. When we will check the Ci's value is 1, length is 3, so it's satisfying. Then what's next to be checked? That is C of CI is less than B of BI. So C of CI is 2, or less than or equal to is to be checked, and B of BI is 2. So since these both are true, so we can take it. So C's value would be incremented to 2, and the triplet would be 1, 2, and 2. Since it's 1, it could not be incremented. Since the AI value was 1 itself, so it was not incremented. So the triplet would be 1, 2, 2. So the C's value again incremented. So we will be checking that C of 2 is it's satisfying this. Then we will be seeing that B of I. When we will be seeing that B of I is less than or equal to, then it's like this value, the 3. The 3 is greater than 2. So it would be false. When it would be false, it would be going to this statement. It would be coming out of this loop, this entire loop. It would be coming here. And when it would come here, it does the operation is answer, or the answer will be incremented by the value of AI into CI. The value of AI into CI would be AI is, I will just erase this. Okay. So when it's made 1, what happens? Sorry. When it is made 1, it would be 3. Then when it's 3 and AI is 1, it would be satisfying the 3, 3, it's equal. So it goes on like that. We did the coding. I was just explaining you the code. So this all we have done is it because of this. And when this, then again this iteration would go on. It would be checking it. And at the end, it would be like, it would come out to be like 2 into, because this won't go to the third iteration, because the third iteration would be, the third is 5. 5 and 3 are not, 5 is not less than 3. So it won't be going to A of 5 becoming 3. It would be 2 only. And C of 5, it would be 3. Because in the next step itself, 3, 3 are equal. So it would be 3. So 2 into 3 would be the previous value of answer was 2. The value which was in answer was 2. Then the when updations would be done, that would be A into C would be done. Then it would be 2 into 3. That would be giving us the answer 6 plus the previous value, which is 2, which will be giving us the answer 8. 8, and I hope that is given here. The expected output is 8 itself. So we don't know the rest of the test cases. The basic test case, the sample which they have given, we just passed it. We just went looked into it. We just found that it's right. So we will be just running the code. When run the code, it will be just process it. And unfortunately, the test case, what happened? Output is 5. Wait a sec. Answer of It's initialized to 0. Okay, the mistake happened. Like when I just copy paste, I just did not change the array. That's why it was C. So now I hope it would be running. We will just check, and yeah, we passed the test cases, the first sample test cases. Now when we will be submitting, there would be other test cases also, and we passed that also. So our test cases are done. So I hope the problem is being understood by all. Is the all got it? Excuse me. Was that anyone please respond? Guys, please respond.
Guys, please type yes in the chat box if it's clear. Did anyone? Okay.
Okay.
If anyone want to repeat?
Anyone wants any clear means anything which they did not get? Just
Just unmute yourself and say.
Okay. And Nicia, please check so if you have any doubts or things. It's clear. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, clear. It's audible all things.
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Someone want to repeat?
Vishwas.
Want to repeat? Okay. Do you want to repeat the entire thing or just any portion?
Do you want to repeat the entire thing? Please play. Ushwas, Jos, you want to repeat? Yeah, okay.
Okay, you want the entire thing. Okay, I would be just explaining it. So I just look for where to erase it. Okay. I would be just. Oh, first I will be saying about the coding thing. I think you are not understanding the logic. So we're taking another page. Page. Okay, in this we were given an array A of elements 1, 2, and 3. Then array B of elements 2 and 3. Then array C of elements 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Above it was 3 and 5, right? 3 and 5. Okay, these were the arrays which were given to us. So I will just increase the size. Okay. So these were the arrays which were given to us. Okay, these are the arrays. Now what we have to do is need to get the triplets. So to get the triplets, what we need to do is the first element of triplet should be of an element from A, then second element from B, and third element from C. it should be in this way. So for this also there is a condition that B should be greater than or equal to A and C. It should be greater than the values of A and C. Both the values should be less. A and C value should be less than the value of B. Okay, that is the basic criteria which they are saying for us to follow. So now what we need to check is if simply when we just do, we will be seeing that 1, 2 and 1. It's okay. We can take it 1, 2 and 1. 1, 2. So the first split could be 1, 2 and 1. Okay. Now the second. 1 is okay. 2, that is also okay because 1 is already taken. We will be taking 2. Okay. Then it would be 1, 2 and 2. The next would be like 1, 2 and 3. This 3 could not be taken because it won't be satisfying the criteria of C being greater than being less than B, because C, this value of C is greater than B, so we can't take the 3 in here. So we will be not taking the next. We will be going for now this C is done. This portion. Now what we usually do is then we will be going for the next number, that is 3. That 3 is 3. We'll be taking is 3, 3 and here is 3, 1 and 1, 3 and 1. That is also satisfying the criteria. Our criteria is also satisfying. The next is 1, 1, 1, 3 and 2. 2. That would also be satisfying. So in this way, we will be taking all the 4 things that is already given in the question itself. So I'm not just going with that again. So it's already given in here. So here, like, these are the ways it could be done. So in the coding thing, which we have to do is we just need to get this output portion. We just need to get the result out of this. We just don't need to get the rest of the code because the rest of the code is already been written there. So we just need this portion to understand, to the logical portion, the portion in which it would be calculating. It could be why we are taking this logic is while the condition is that B of I is the elements, the numbers of these elements are B of I, A of I. This is each element of B is B of I. So B of I1, B of I2, it would be like that. And A of I1, A of I2, it's like that. C of I1, C of I2, it's going like that. So checking that B of I is less than the length of B. The initial length of B is 2. So B of I, we have initialized the value of B of I as 0. So B of I is less than B. The condition satisfied. Then we will be checking that A of I. If A of I is less than length of A. The length of A is 3, which is given to us. It's already been said. So we will be just length of A would be there. And we have to check one more thing because in our, it is specified that it has to, the criteria, we have to satisfy the criteria. So to check that, we will be checking that if the element of A, in the array A, the element AI, whichever element it is, if that element is less than and equal to the current element of BI. So if it's true, then the value of AI will be incremented by 1. Then it would go on. It would continue the iteration or the process until this condition is not false. When the condition is false, it goes to the next. And the next what we are doing is C of I is being checked. C of I, if it's less than the length of C, and the same, the criteria we will be checking if C the Ci element of C is less than the Bi element of B. If so, then the length then the value which was initially 0 would be incremented by 1, and this will go on until this condition or this condition, any of these condition. If both of these conditions are true, only then it would be true. It would be printing or it would be incrementing the values here and here. If any of the conditions are false, it would be going to the next line. So it would be just according to the lines, like these both are different iterations, and this is not part of this iteration, it is a part of this iteration. This while loop, it is the part this and is the part of this portion. Okay, so after these both are done, doing that, the answer which we need to print, we have initialized it to be 0. Currently there are no triplets, so we have initialized it to 0, and we will be adding a sum, a multiplication of AI, the current value, whichever the value of AI will be, to the current value which is there in CI. We will be multiplying and getting the values into the answer thing. The answer variable we will be incrementing. We will be doing the incrementation form. We would be incrementing the thing. Then BI, after that is done, we will be incrementing the value of BI. Since the BI is currently 0, we will be incrementing into 1. So now the thing is that in a list or in an array, the system takes the indexes of the array as 0, 1, 2. It goes like 0, 1, and 2. So 0 is the first element, 1 is the second element, 2 is the third element. It does not goes like 1, 2, and 3. It goes like 0, 1, and 2. So that's why it's 0. At the 0th thing, we took the first element, and the 1, it took the next. So this loop or this complete this logic would be going again and again until and unless all the results are not false. It would go again and again, and this value, the value of answer would be incrementing in the sense, if there was no plus sign here, if we have not put the plus sign here, the value would have been just it would be just changing the old value. It would be just like 0, it would be changing with the new value, whatever the value would be of this sum of this multiplication. The value that would be just replaced by the old value. But since we have put the plus sign here, so, this plus sign indicates that our this answer, it's been plus with the previous iteration. We need the previous things which we have already done. We have already completed those calculations. We need those also. We need the total number of triplets which could be formed. So that is being asked. So that's why we are just now the next question is array left rotation. So in left rotation, what we will be doing is left rotation. Okay, I will just bring the editor up, and Okay. Now in this, the question goes like a left rotation operation on an array shift of each array's element 1 unit to the left. So I will be just explaining here. Okay. In this, what we have to do is, if the array is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. If it's like this, I'll just increase the font size. Okay, if the array is of element, I have to left shift it. Left shifting means you have to just do is shift this value to the left. Shift the value to the left. So in this, what we have to do is, with the example I will be, the first example I will be doing, saying and telling you, the first is two left to the left rotation to be performed in the array. Array is given, and we have to do two left operations. To two left operations, rotations, we will be getting an array of this. Okay, and we are given that A is the array, N is the integers, the number of N is the integers, and the number of okay, sorry, N is the numbers and D is the left amount of left rotations which we have to take. So in the functional description, it is clear that the array of it's an array of integers. The integer D is the number of rotations, and the input format is two, 3, 4, 5, and 1. It would be that. And now when the next rotation would be done, this 2 will be moving to the this side, and it would be becoming 3, 4, 5, 1, and 2. This is how the rotation would be done. Now what we need to do is we need to code it. Now to code it, what will we do is we will just, it's a simple code. It's just a simple code. It's really simple, small code in which we will be just, I will just erase it. Okay. So we will be just calling the eighth array, which array which is already predefined, because there are many test cases we are not putting from our side. We are just not it's not user inputted. It's already there in the system. It's already there in the compiler. So we just need to call it. So a list equal to list A. I just called it. Then what we need to do is we are making another array, and we are just doing is a list of and d plus a list d. Now, and we just need to return this array. Return d. Now, only this thing of this entire code needs to be explained. Okay, my equals is missing. Okay, this entire thing only needs to be explained in this entire code, and that is simple. That is, since a of we could just write as a of 4, like if we give a value like this, what will be printed in the array would be a a equal to a of 4 colon blank. If such a thing is given, the array which would be printed or which would be shown in the output would be a value after 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This value including, and if anything is after that. If, for example, there was a 6 here, then the output would have been, the output array would have been 5 and 6. So in and if we do an operation of a of 0 is to 4, or a of 4, if such a thing is done, if in the end portion, if after the colon we are giving a value, then the output, then the array would be, then the array would be position till the 4th position, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. We won't be taking the 4th thing. So the first 4 things would be coming from 0 just before the 4th one, and so the output would be like this: 1, 2, like this, 1, 2, and 4. This would be the output. So why are we doing B and D here? This is because if we will be doing like 1, because we want, and the last one, and that is I will just explain it. That's like, if it's like it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so after the first is the 0 goes in the back, goes at the back, and the rest of the of them comes in the front. So from the first index, we need the values. From the first index to the last, we are just taking in the B array. We are just taking what? We are first of all taking the a list 1 colon to the rest. From the first to the end, we are taking of how many length, we don't care. If it's 5 length, 6 length, we don't care. From the first, after leaving the 0, from the next, we want the rest. So we are, it's coming like that. And then what we want is, and we want to add, we are just concatenating it. We are just we are just inserting the value. We will just insert the value of 0th at the 0th index, and the value at the 0th index. This is 1. This 0th index value would be added, concatenated to the end portion. First portion, it would be like the first a is to, a of 1 colon would be giving us the value from 2 to 5. Then by adding a space colon 0 would be giving us the 0th iteration the value of the first value. It would be going to the back. So why we did then D is 2? Because when we do 1 is 2 and 0 and 1 and 0 when we do, because it's an array of length of 5. After 4 iterations, what happens?